Hey, 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 how's it going, Yahazu? Alright, Star Fox. Thanks for the resubscription. 38 months, that's a fair bit. Much appreciated, much appreciated. Poyo! Can never forget the Poyo. Alright. Oh, nope. Why does the mouse cursor keep jumping via the screen? That was weird. Alright. So I think we got to the final boss on the easy route. We got to the final stage of the medium difficulty route, and we didn't even beat the first stage of the hard route, I think. Or we beat the first two, I don't remember. I guess we'll give it a few more tries, see how far we can get into the hard route, and then we'll switch back to the easy one. Try to finish the game that way. Oh boy. These games are hard. Chosen course 3. A good choice to take Venom by surprise. Yes, that's the plan. Game's a little bit loud. Oh yeah. So I turned it up for Outer Wilds. Is that a little better? Let's see, my mic looks like it's not quite peaking, a little bit low, but probably about the right volume for my voice. I can adjust it further. Oh boy. You remember the controls. There we go. And D-pad movement. Up his boost. His down brake. Yes, down his brake. Perfect. Oh. Ow. I can never figure out the timing on those doors. Can I heal from this? Yes, nice. Kind of wish I looked up like a 60 FPS mod for this game. I feel like this game would look a lot better at high frame rate. Still pretty cool though. I wonder if you can make like an HD remake of this game. And 60 FPS. Full resolution. Kind of cool. Yeah, I'm sure 60F breaks this to some degree. If you just, like, try to force it to run at 60. It's clearly been tested at this frame rate. Well, I did notice sometimes when the environment is simple enough, it does actually speed up a little bit. Right now, when there's no polygons on screen, it actually, frame rate got faster. So to some degree, they've got uncapped frame rate. It might still be capped just at, like, 20 FPS or whatever. Alright, so is that a bug where, if you saw all your seven bonfires, if you force it to be 60 FPS instead of 30? That sounds about right. A lot of developers do, like, timing things by delaying a certain number of frames, and that can cause things to break. Inadvertently, usually. Not even trying to do that. Ow. That's less than ideal. And wait a few seconds before standing back up or you'd be stuck there. Oof. Okay, I remember this. I had to wait for the cannons to reveal themselves. And we can shoot the ones that are horizontal, I think. Yeah, ouch. They do a lot of damage, though. That. Oh, that. Dang it. Now, if I take out the center one, it should be no longer respawning, because the cap's gone. Ouch. And if the cap's still there, then the cannons respawn. There we go. And almost. Ah, dang it. It was 2 hits away from dying. Yeah. Depth perception, it's kind of hard to tell sometimes. I mentioned last stream, but that was one of the things I actually appreciate about the 3DS port of Star Fox 64. There, the 3D effect is actually useful for being able to see where you're aiming. How far away you're aiming. My thumb is already sore. Tapping the fire button. 3D effect on 3DS only started to make your eyes hurt. That's fair. And not everyone could. Not everyone had the same issues with it. It's kind of interesting. Ouch. Ouch. Do it on lower settings, it looks cool. Yeah. I didn't get any healing out of that. I was up hurting after a few minutes. Makes sense. Okay, do a fire or burst if I just tap the button once, so maybe I just need to start doing that instead of spamming the button. I'm getting too old for this. Can't spam button presses. It's still really impressive that they went for like full 3D polygonal graphics on the Super Nintendo, which is very much a 2D console. Out. Well, that was not worth it. I grab that. I can actually. Nice. Full heal. And checkpoint 2, potentially. I don't remember how those work. Ow. And I just get hit by every single wall. Okay. Now this is actually 3D. They're actually, like, drawing triangles on screen. Which is kind of crazy. Yeah. Pixel by pixel. It's not like perfectly accurate, there are some tricks they do, but it's still pretty crazy. In many ways, very similar to what a modern GPU would do, and yeah, I was 1 hit away from death. Well, can't even make it out of Corneria. That might be a problem. I don't even know if I can do, like, cheats on this thing. I would assume there's some way. I did it for, what was that? Super Metroid. That was a while ago. That was on a different PC, even. Make it low? Okay. Okay, go low. It'd be kind of cool if you could destroy that stuff and it actually, like, made the tank start at lower health. But I don't think those are technically parts of the tank. Okay, center one open first. Right. Nice. One down. Two to go. Ow. That was close. Ouch. Oh. Oh, game over. After a great start. And old games. Let's see. There is a cheat editor. Oh, that's cool. And a cheat finder. Out of curiosity, can I give myself infinite retries?
Good luck.
Yeah, yep. Solid start to the day, yep. I'm not gonna apologize, these old games are hard, and I am not the gamer I used to be. My hands don't work that well anymore. Not to mention my brain. Okay, so theoretically we have 2 ships right now. Can I get that to infinite? I think this is a bite, probably. And if I die... If I just sit here, how long does it take for me to actually die? I know the enemies are not very accurate. Those are relatively accurate. Boyo! Hi, Lol. How's it going? Get Poyo'd. Yes, indeed. Okay, so now we're at 1. If I do that again... There's exactly 1 value this could be. Okay. I do that. Does that work? Let's find out. You have to look at who redeemed it. Yeah. It's either you or Yahazu, and Yahazu already did it, so that narrows it down. I guess we'll find out if that worked or not next time I die. It might not have. There you go, Falco. You're welcome. They do have the white dots on the ground, which I guess are supposed to help with the depth perception, but doesn't always help. Now, this is, in fact, Star Fox for the Super Nintendo. Star Fox 64 for the Nintendo 64 is probably the more popular one, so that might be what you're remembering. But yeah. We're playing through all of them, but we're starting with the oldest. We're gonna wake up from there. Slippy lives. Well, not if I let him die there. That would have been very possible. Oh. I crashed the game. Nice. I like how the music still plays because it's on a different processor than the game logic itself. Yeah, it's stuck. Okay. So that cheat code did not work. Alright, reset system. There we go. Weird if it's supposed to crash the game, true. Only ever played this one, never had the 64 version. Fair enough. They're very similar, which I find interesting. Star Fox 64 is basically a remake of this one in a lot of ways. Now, at infinite health, that would be ideal.
Good luck.
And that's gonna be harder since they don't have an actual number for that. This is very cool. It says good luck, but I keep hearing goodbye. Yeah, it's very, very scrambled text. Okay, let me try again. So... and 2. Wings damaged. You don't say.
Wing damage.
Boom. Frankly, I'm willing to keep retrying the levels. It just sucks when you, Okay, that didn't work. When you have to restart all the way from Corneria. So if I just have infinite lives, I'm willing to play the rest of the game legitimately. Now it should be 0. Wings damaged. I find it interesting how you don't actually take much health damage from the wings crashing until the wings are broken. So that acts as kind of a little bit of a extra health buffer there. So now if we start a new game again, that value should be 2 again.
Good luck.
Good luck. I think that's clearly just some guy recording into a microphone. It's definitely that era of game. Okay, well, we'll try legitimately now. Cheat code doesn't seem to be working. I can destroy those. The sound effect made me think that they weren't taking any damage. A lot of modern games use that metal ping sound for enemies that aren't taking damage. There we go. Is that wing laser? That's wing laser. I want it. Oh, okay. Wing blast or whatever. 3 AM for you, so you're gonna lurk and pass out? Alright. Understandable, lol. Have a good night. Sleep well. 2 weeks of exams? Alright, good luck. You got this. Look at that lag. Ouch. Maybe to get a health ring. Nice. Another one. Excellent. There you go, Slippy. Health ring for Smash Win. There was some other game that it was in, I can't remember which one. Kinda surprised it's not a Smash item, though. I got other healing items. I guess on like food or something, people may not be able to immediately understand what it's for. Ouch. Yeah, okay, that's on me. I got greedy there. That carrier will be mine, he says. I mean, you can have it. So I guess that's the difference here. In this version, he takes out the attack carrier while we take out the tank. And it's reversed in the main Corneria version. Okay. Low into the ground and boost. That seems to be the plan here. Up. Don't crash into the building too hard. That's fine. We didn't need 2 wings anyway. Oh, but that takes out one of our lasers, darn. We no longer have twin lasers. There we go. One down. Ouch. Alright. This one went fast. Come on, turn around. There you want to. There we go. Easy. Kaboom. All the explosion sprites. We're still missing a wing. That's probably fine. I know teammates took damage, that's good. Asteroid. Use the LR button to escape the tractor beam of the enemy battleship. You can do it, Fox.
Good luck.
I don't want to play in first person. Stop. I always default to that at the start of the level. But I don't want to. I got you, Slippy. There you go. I love with all the like sci-fi concepts around this time, you can tell that people just like watch Star Wars and are like, ooh, can we like make a video game that's just Star Wars? And then Nintendo was like, yes, but cute animals too. So they did key animals too. If I remember correctly, this game was originally a tech demo that they were making all the content for, and then they told him to make it a IP. Oh, they convinced him the cute part? True. No. As good as I can get in their style, I suppose. Cartoon animals. Up. There we go. You're welcome, Slippy. I took damage for you. You better be thankful. Ouch. That was silly. Ugh. Like, I got one. I should hope you've gotten more than one. I've gotten dozens. Ouch. My thumb is starting to get sore. Jeez. Evil asteroids. Okay. Any of those values still the same? There's a couple. Hold on, Slippy, I'm trying. There we go. I'm not talking much because there's a lot going on. It's difficult. Do I just have to dodge those, I guess? Yeah, let's raise the faces on them. Doesn't help that this section has a lot of just sprites instead of 3D objects. So it's even harder to tell size because the sprites are scaled differently. Okay, boss fight. I don't know this one, I don't think. Oh, jeez. Oh, it's deflecting my shots. I see. When it's spinning. That's rude. Spin to win, yep. That seems to be its plan. Oh. And it's shooting nets at me. Doesn't seem too bad. As long as I don't shoot myself to death. Ow. Or get hit by a missile. That's unfortunate too. Okay. You want to fight Genji? Yeah. Okay. This cheat editor doesn't work. Really just using it to deflect, isn't he? It's unfortunate that we have to keep resetting the whole level because of any checkpoints. That was just games back then. We're big on checkpoints. Ouch. Oh, jeez. Level is the checkpoint, true. Alright, one hit away from dying. We got basically the whole level left. And there's not a lot of, health drops, and I'm dead. Star Fox, man. Jeez. There's no easy mode. Let's see. Star Fox SNES cheats. Game Genie codes. I memorize and level enough that you can avoid most everything. Yeah, I don't have that many hours to play this game. Alright. Yeah, it doesn't explicitly have any codes, but I can figure out what the memory encoding is here. See, unlimited lives. That doesn't help. I tried the Konami code, I have not. Star Fox Game GD Codes USA. Here we go. Unlimited shields and vulnerability. That sounds nice. How does that work? Okay. Let's try that. I don't know if that'll work or not. I'm just grabbing random codes off the internet. Almost all the unlimited shields codes affect enemies too. That sounds annoying. I guess we'll find out.
Good luck.
I wonder if they just patched the the battle code to not add damage. Yeah, a lot of the other Nintendo games are coded very poorly, so it's actually easier to cheat them. Whereas this game used a lot of, like, more standard code development principles. Now I can defeat enemies at least. I have no idea if I can take damage or not. I can definitely take damage. Okay, so that cheat doesn't work. Good to know. I just gotta get good, I guess. Ouch. That didn't work. And plus side, practicing on the hard difficulty means we should be able to have an easier time going back to the easy difficulty. Theoretically. App. That was a bad idea. These guys drop lives, these guys do. Perfect. Or health. But since clearly the sheet isn't working, let me turn that off. So I don't accidentally soft lock the game again. Oh. And we're already dead on Corneria. Always fun. Yeah, there you go, Slippy. Nope. They closed the door on me. It was very rude. I have no idea how to do the timings on those doors. Because every time I think I understand, it still ends up damaging me somehow. Alright, well if I'm still hard stuck after this, I'm gonna go find the source code and just do a ROM hack. Yeah, I've taken damage every time I've tried to boost through, but I've also taken damage every time I've attempted to break through, and I've also taken damage every time I tried to not boost or break. So I don't know. I think they just damage me. I can't tell visually what distance I need to be at. Oh. I was at full health. That shouldn't have one-shot me, I don't think. I must have broke something. Break and then boost at exactly the right moment? That sounds annoying. It's a little bit easier in Star Fox 64. It was a lot more visually obvious. Try our system reset. $1993. Back when games weren't that long, but it was expected you'd be playing them for months because you would never get good enough at the game to beat them. Classic. Switch to easy mode and just try to beat Andross. Cursor lock on this game is super weird. It keeps throwing my cursor off screen. And that's just the emulator being like, hey, you wanted your cursor out of the way, right? But unfortunately that puts it on my second monitor, which makes everything pause. Oh. Huh. I feel like I'm taking instant damage from touching anything. What's up with that? That didn't used to happen, I don't think. Let me try reloading the game. There's infinite shield with infinite damage. Yeah, it feels that way. B? No. I need to reset the controls. Yeah, I wonder if that code offset was slightly off, so it ended up changing some other part of the damage code. Maybe take increased damage. It's definitely possible.
Good luck.
Alrighty. Emergency. So yeah, apparently we're using government R-Wings. So we're mercenary fighter pilots flying the military ships for them. Never quite understood how that was supposed to work. That doesn't make a lot of sense. I don't know if the military regularly hires private F-16 pilots. There we go, give me the twin laser. Twin blaster. Or wing blaster, one of the two. Something like that. It's basically double damage. Or dude, chances to hit if my aim is off, which is often. Okay, we are not dying in one impact anymore. That's good. I killed Slippy's target for him. Skill issue. Yeah, normal Corneria is a lot easier. Like the Walker things are just carry things across the battlefield for some reason. Yep. They're fun. Little construction robots. Not little, very large construction robots. It's good they're as tall as the buildings. Oh. Shoot. Nice. Yeah, Falco? No problem. Mind your own business, he says after he asked me to help him. There we go. I see you notice the frame rate increasing there for a second. And it drops again when the boss comes on screen. These polygons are expensive. There we go. Bottom one. Top one. Boom. Then cockpit. Ouch. Dang it. And destroy the engines before it gets away. There we go. Easy peasy. Goodbye, attack carrier. Asteroid. Asteroid belt. I guess because Japanese is more abbreviated, they could use the full names for these locations instead of having to shorten them. Russ's forces intend to build a base in this area. Destroy the rock crusher.
Good luck.
Good luck. There we go. Pew pew pew. The twin laser does make a huge difference. Firepower. A lag spike. Crazy. Alright, Peppy, you got someone on your tail? No problem. I think in Star Fox 64 you can actually damage them. None in this one. Your teammates. Yeah, it's nice taking only a little bit of damage when something hits you in this one versus half your health being gone. And that bomb, I missed it. Yeah, the polygonal graphics are really cool. All these kind of early generation 3D. Ouch. Yeah, I need to stop flying into the rocks. It's gonna take a lot of my health away very quickly. There we go. Is that a checkpoint ring? At least to heal. Okay. Gotcha. One of these types. Ah. Missed that one. Close enough. And these things are interesting. Alright, lost my time. Pretty straightforward, you just shoot the exposed parts. As you do. Ouch. There we go. All the ones on that side. There we go. Oh wait, shoot. I forgot about that. There we go. Easy. Thanks for the hydrate. Okay, stage 2 complete. Ugh. My hands are cramping up already. 100% score, nice. Hyperspace. Brave if you need to, now I just need to stretch a bit. Space Armada. The Andros Space Armada. Space Armada consists of powerful battleships. Destroy their energy cores.
Good luck.
Good luck. That visual effect is stolen straight from Star Wars. Oh. Wing Blaster. And that's right, it can upgrade again. I forgot about that. That does even more damage. Yeah, ow. Dang it. There's so many small things on screen, I can't tell what's what. Okay. We're going in. This thing is way bigger on the inside for some reason. Shield. There we go. Kaboom. And we're out. Just instantly deleted. Beautiful. Frame rate, never heard of them. Nope. Just how firm is that rate anyway? How frame is that rate? I know where I got that. I still have our shield. We haven't taken any hits. That's good. Ouch. And there it goes. Shield gone. Looks like it persists until you take damage, and then it's good for a few seconds after you take that damage, and then it's gone. That makes sense. And destroy the core! Kaboom! Another battleship destroyed. And the frame rate climbs back up. Kaboom. Got it. Gotcha. Grab the ring. Nice. There we go. Feel like we're getting close to the boss. Into the hangar again. Ah. That one we're just changing the direction the doors open in. Ouch. Dang it. Ah. Ow. I got some healing at least. Last Gummy level in Kingdom Hearts 2. Yeah, definitely pulling from similar inspiration. I'm sure the Gummy ship is heavily inspired by this game in particular. inspired by numerous other 3D shoot-'em-ups. This is far from the first one. It was just the first one to be done on a home console, like the Super Nintendo. Alright, I remember this. And you just come over here and shoot the wall. There we go. There we go. Core destroyed. Giving a donut ship. Not in this one. You don't have any control over the ship design, unfortunately. I love how you can do the same thing in Starfield too. If you make a box with an empty center, so just like the outside corners, then the enemies will just all shoot through the center and not actually hit your ship at all. Because they just aim for the center every time. Which is really funny. You think designers would have fixed that by this point? Figure out how to work around that. The Battle Base Meteor. Also makes it on its strong. Very strong Kingdom Hearts 2, yeah. Sure to use your retros to ruin too fast. Be careful with my R-Wings. Yeah, see, they're his R-Wings for some reason. Over the Super Gummy boss, basically nothing will hit you. Nice. Yeah, that sounds about right. Very easy to do, too. Just have the enemies target a random part on your ship instead of the center of mass every time. Wing Blaster. I think we're already at max upgrade there. Oh. Kind of a narrow canyon here. Could be worse, though. There we go. Destroy the walker. Destroy the tank thing. Oh, we got another life. Nice. That's really convenient. I need it apparently because we immediately took damage. Boom. Now we're almost back up to full. Yeah, these things immediately shooting is annoying. That's fine, we get a full heal out of it anyway. Or take a little bit of damage. Does this game work like Toe, where it deletes projectiles on screen too, or does it screw my damage? It depends. Some projectiles are vulnerable to it, some aren't. As far as I can tell. Ah. There you go, Slippy. Hey, it's me, Slippy. It is. Why'd you fly in front of my bullet, Slippy? Alright. Remember, this is a dancer enemy. I think it's him, Slippy. It is. Ouch. Then we just gotta dodge this attack. There we go. We knock it over again. Hitting its legs. Now we can destroy the legs. Out. And try not to die to the melee spin attack. That would not be ideal. Or the lava. Fire attack, whatever. Fire laser. I think it's like a shuriken. It's supposed to be like a shuriken attack. And there we go. Wings are gone. Now we can just attack the main body. Our legs are gone. There we go. Kaboom. Sure he can attack exactly that kind of shuriken. Sure he can. Nice one. Okay. No deaths going into Venom, that's good. That's promising. Hard mode practice definitely paying off a little bit. We got 2 bonus credits. So we got quite a few attempts here to get through Venom. The final goal. Oh, my controller just died. That would have been really bad if that was in the middle of flying. Andross is hiding on Venom. Fox, you must find his core brain and destroy it. So you secretly trained off screen and decided to show off. Of course. Yeah. I definitely was going and playing a ton of Star Fox to prepare for this stream. I was definitely not trying to 100% Bonanza. Speaking of, I'm pretty sure I'm on the final layer of Bonanza now. Finally. I could be wrong, but this feels very much like the definitely real final dungeon sort of vibe. Just after the Rhino thing. Yeah, it was yeah, that's right. Yeah, so you got a few more to go. Unfortunately. That shoots a lot of lasers. Oh, it's too late there were bananas there. Yeah, there's a few. It's a pretty small layer, though. I think there's only like 10 bananas or something total. It's not hard to find them. 9, that sounds about right. Only wondered about during the fall of the next layer, makes sense. It is a very small layer. I do appreciate that even the small intermediary layers like that still have some bananas to them. Even if they don't have fossils. Alright. There's the cloning enemy. Yep. You have to fight this guy on Venom again later. Just a spinning attack. Ouch. There we go. That is the easier version. Yeah, you actually see him escaping down to the surface. That explains why we rematched there. I didn't notice that the first time. Alright. Venom 1 complete. On to Venom 2. This one I died on a lot, if you remember. Let's see if I've got first stream luck this time. I do have very nice upgrades this time around, so this should be a little bit smoother, unless I die. Dun-dun-dun. Already at 5 bombs. There we go. Don't run into those walls. It's not ideal. No problem, Velko. See? You're at full health. Everything's fine. I hate those towers. Just immediately start spamming unkillable energy blasts. Like that. See? Very annoying. Or I can even see them. They're already firing. And that's where they start throwing buildings at me from behind, which is very rude. Ah! There we go. I can just ignore that because I'm already at max. Whoop, shoot. Wrong direction. I don't know what I was thinking there. I think I was planning on shooting it and I changed my mind, but then didn't switch sides. Okay, so we just gotta do this part quick. Dying. There we go. First phase done. And transforms! Da-da-da. Oof. Dodge the jump attack. Back the real one. Ah! So many energy blasts. At least the missiles I can shoot down. Can't do anything against the round blasts. Ah! Kick me. Ah, there we go. Okay. Venom 2 defeated. Nice. First try. Now we just got Venom 3. Venom 3 is the last boss, yeah. Just got this hallway section. And then Andross. Give me that heal. Up. No. Okay, here we go. And then half health. Break. Lag! Out! Ah! There we go. Oh, no, I died. You need a lag so you can appreciate the curvy polygon face they created, true. Okay. Ouch. Dang it. We're down to our wimpy solo laser. I don't know if there's a gimmick to this one, actually. Let me look it up real quick. It doesn't say. Shoot the eyes. Okay. So yeah, just keep shooting the eyes. I realized it was R-Wings, thought it was R-Wings. That makes sense. I wouldn't be surprised if that is where they got the name. To compare it to like X-Wings. And then someone just wrote it differently. For whatever reason. They don't look like ours, but A-Wings don't particularly look like A's either. B-Wings especially don't look like B's. Yep. There we go. Evil cube. With this sprite on it, for some reason. Oh. I don't even know what A-Wings and B-Wings are. Yeah, they're Star Wars ships. That's about all you need to know. Up. There we go. Destroy the cube. There we go. Kaboom. That's our ship you know is the X-Wing. That's the important one. Kaboom. Nice. Only had one death that entire run. Of course, that was on the easiest difficulty, but still, I'll take it. These games are hard, man. Maybe XYT. Yeah. There's also the V-Wing I don't think there was a W wing. Maybe in the EU there was. Damn, no R wing. Stage 1, 91%. Stage 2, 100%. Stage 3, 100%. Nice. Stage 4, 100%. Stage 5, 100%. I like the way they're just drawing the text 3 times to make it look like there's a trail. Stage 6, 83%. That's not bad. It's not bad at all. Not exactly a perfect run, but not bad. Average score, 95%. Very cool. My thumbs hurt so much. Normally they're fine, but the problem is I was playing Bonanza for like 3 hours this morning.
Pepper speaking. Congratulations on a job well done.
Roger. I'm heading back to Corneria.
Congratulations on a job well done, Pepper says. Nice. Attack carrier, missile blaster. That's fun. I wonder if those sizes are just like the model dimensions, roughly. In their 3D modeling program. The Rock Crusher. Open laser. Height 60, weight, width 86, depth 45. Bum 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 ba da dum. Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum. Atomic base laser. This one's 1,200 units deep. Like they're not even scrolling like actual staff credits. This is just here's all the enemies. Remember these guys from 30 minutes ago? Dancing Insector with the Fire Blaster. And the Fire Blaster is very annoying. Yeah, so what is the name of this guy? The Fantron. Nice. Isn't like Phantom, but it's a Tron because it's a robot. Enemies are obviously who made the game. Oh, true. Why didn't I see that coming? Still Fantron. Yep, just Fantron Phase 2. And Andross. Name Andross ... with telekinesis. Yeah, because they retcon in every single game. Oh yeah, actually that wasn't the real Andross. That was a fake or a clone or just an android version of him. The real Andross is still out there somewhere, waiting to be resurrected. Every time. There we go. Now we get the actual credits. Miyamoto, producer, the one who was like, hey, it needs animals. And they're like, what? What he killed was a cube, not a monkey, exactly. Dylan Cuthbert. Miles Goddard. Christopher Womble. Now this was it was a American studio. They were like, hey, we want to do a 3D game. Nintendo, give us money. And we'll make you a 3D shoot 'em up. And they had this tech demo that was basically Star Fox, the combat and everything. And they had a lot of like the levels already planned out. And then Nintendo was like, cool. You can do that. Koji Kondo is gonna do the music, and Miyamoto's gonna write the story, and here you need animals. Go make some animals. Yeah, Argonaut software. There we go. Do that, but make it for furries. Yeah, basically. So that's why you see a mix of American and Japanese names in here. It's a very interesting story. That's also how we ended up with Donkey Kong 64, as it was Rare Software. It was also had done Donkey Kong Country. Actually, that was the more notable one. Donkey Kong Country was, hey, the Super Nintendo can't do 3D, which these guys would later disprove. But we can make 3D models, pre-render them, and then use those 3D rendered models as 2D sprites. So Donkey Kong Country was, oh look, it's 3D, but it's just 2D models that have been turned into sprite sheets. Which is fun. And these guys were like, yeah, we can do full 3D on the Super Nintendo. We just have to have an extra chip, the Super Effects chip. It's going to cost a lot more extra money. Some call it 2.5D. It's a version of 2.5D. I think there's a couple different versions of the idea of 2.5D. But yeah, the basic idea is 3D models but 2D gameplay. In this case, it was straight up 2D rendered 3D models, which is fun. On Country still looked a lot better than actual 3D would for many, many years, yeah. Because they didn't have to actually draw those polygons in real time. They could afford to have their computer simulate all the lighting and everything for the models, and they could add a lot more detail. And they could have the computer slowly render it. Whereas if you had to have those 3D models running on real time on the Super Nintendo, there's no way. Even with this Super Effects chip, the Super Nintendo could manage like maybe 40 or 50 polygons on screen total, as you noticed, with a lot of lag. And this is with a powerful extra processor unit doing floating point arithmetic, I think. Which is crazy. Alright, well, I'm going to call that Star Fox beaten, because the hard path is hard, and I'm bad at video games. So yeah, congratulations. We're only an hour and a half into stream, so I guess let's see if I can get Star Fox 2 running, maybe. Star Fox 2 was never officially released. You beat the final boss, saw the end credits, exactly. You did not see every level. We saw most of the levels, admittedly. But yeah, I figure, so we're going to play every Star Fox game, and I want to play them roughly in development order. So while Star Fox 2 technically didn't release until on the Virtual Console a few years ago, on Switch Online, there was a leaked beta version of it floating around on the internet back in the 90s for the longest time. Early 2000s, really. Never wore seen until the ROM was released on the Mini, exactly. But it was developed as a direct sequel to the original Star Fox, prior to Star Fox 64. Alright, here we go. So it's also using the Super Effects chip, but they beefed it up a little bit. Figured out techniques to render polygons faster and better. And those got chewed up. So this was originally released back in the 90s, and then Nintendo just sat on it, because they didn't want it to compete with Star Fox 64. And they never released it. So I don't know 100% if this is the official version or like a bootleg. Don't ask me where I got it. But this exists. Stereo audio, sure. Normal difficulty, please. I have returned. I shall make the Cornerians suffer. Inhabitants of Corneria, you shall fear my vengeance. I'll demonstrate my awesome power on all of Lylat. Out of my totally official channels, of course, yeah. We're playing on my Switch Mini right now. Or, SNES Mini. Totally. Dogs team, do you read me? I have terrible news. Our sworn enemy, the Fiend Andross, is alive. And as we speak, he is launching an assault on Corneria. Battle carriers and attack forces of Andross are now advancing on Corneria. Enemy bases have been established on overrun planets. Planetary missiles will be fired from these enemy bases. Once again, we must ask you for your assistance, Star Fox. Corneria will survive if it sustains minor damage, but if damage reaches 100%, it is all over. Can you switch up the game on Twitch? Yes, I should. Thanks for reminding me. Star Fox 2, there we go. 3 viewers. Yeah, no one else is playing this on Twitch right now, which is reasonable. It's not a very long game to begin with. Engage the force of Andross while at the same time keeping damage to Corneria at the lowest level possible. Good luck. See, I thought the concept for this is really interesting. It's kind of a little bit of a tactical game in the sense that you have to strategically shoot down missiles and stuff to prevent them from destroying your base. It's kind of interesting. Yeah, I like how they actually have different ship designs. That's cool. Peppy and Slippy have kind of the larger ship. It's slower, but it's got more energy and more shield. And Mew and Faye. Are we not addressing the new characters? We are now. Yeah, so there are 2 characters added for Star Fox 2. Who, I don't remember if they ever come up again. I think they are Star Fox 2 exclusive outside of, like, maybe some of the comics or something. So that's fun. Is Mew a Lynx? It certainly looks like that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know for sure. They don't have any, like, bio blurbs in here or anything. And Faye is, of course, like a dog. Very cute. See, I have no idea what it thinks my key bindings are for this. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, so we got All-Rounder, and we've got the super fast interceptors with the lowest amount of health. So they have different items. Interesting. So Fox and Falco have the power bombs, I think. Peppy and Slippy have hearts. Mew and Faye have S items. I don't know what those do. That's cool. So I guess we choose 2 characters, a main character and a wingman. We'll start with just Fox for now. Then it's just kind of randomized there. So I guess I can pick someone who has a different specialty. That's fun. Mew and Faye are exclusive to this game, but it's theorized that the later cat character is based on Mew. That would make sense. Sure, why not?
Good luck.
And she has a little paw thing. That's cute. Yeah, this runs so much smoother. I wonder if that's actual original stuff or they've modified it to run at 60 FPS. Set destination by moving the cursor and press B. Engage the enemy, land on planets, and intercept ships. Distance with your wingman by pressing select. Turn your mothership to warp to any free planet. So we can switch between the 2 characters that way. Got it. Never been confirmed, but the most common guesses are Lynx, Caracol, Wildcat, and Main Code. Makes sense. She does vaguely resemble all of those, so who knows. There's a satellite defense platform. It protects Corneria. I like that one now. Just infiltrate the enemy base and annihilate it. There are missiles. Fighters. Find the Valkyrie and destroy its energy core. The cursor moves fast. Tail on some official artwork is too long for a Lynx, so most people think she's more of a Wildcat. That makes sense. So I guess we're moving both of these characters as a unit. We should probably shoot down those missiles first, I would think. Yes, we fly until we intercept the missiles. Oh, you ship the corner follows the cursor? Yeah, that's cool. Oh. How do I aim down? Oh, controls are inverted. Cool. Hold on, I need to... I can't just... invert the controls. I should have checked if there was a thing in the settings for that. Whoops. Okay. This doesn't seem particularly difficult anyway. We're just trying to shoot down missiles. Yeah, I can kind of see the idea for inverted controls on like an actual flight stick. But for D-pad controls, this is not that useful. I just need to hold this to keep accelerating. There we go. Okay. We destroyed the missiles. Is there a pause menu? No. Okay. We just have to deal with this. Okay. Sure. I guess send me fighters. Sure. I don't know what the strategy is here, but I guess we'll do this and we'll attack the carrier next, maybe? Stop the fighters from spawning. I don't love the first person. I don't know if there's an option for that. That? Can I get that one? No. There we go. Cool. Fighters are destroyed. Target 1 cruiser. That. Is it view? Ah! Nice. Okay, now we're flying into the thing, right? Yeah. Classic. Yeah, environments are much more detailed than they were in the previous one. They must have found a way to make it run much better on the Super Nintendo. Going to transform. Oh. I forgot about the walker form. Oh, that's trippy. Okay, it's super sensitive. Oh, we can jump. Oh, that's the core. There we go. Kaboom! Cool. The walker couldn't move, would it be a stander? I suppose so. This would be a stander. And the carrier destroys the fighters, too. Yeah, that's the idea. Okay. So now no more fighters will spawn. So I think that's preparing a missile. Also has a missile coming. I should go intercept this missile, I think. Or these fighters. Yeah, okay, so that Venom just launched a missile. Oh, wait. Wait, why is it moving in real time? Oh, I unpaused it, that's why. That's confusing. Okay, so there you can pause the world map or unpause it, and that lets things progress. Good to know. Okay, and time is slowly ticking up as we're flying. So we gotta do it fast so that the other things on the world map don't advance during that time, I think. There's a puny pet rat is running around. How cute. Think about. Don't play with their pet, just play nice. So now the boss enemy is on its way, I guess. Oh wow, that moved fast. Hunter. Mirage Dragon. Ouch. I did manage to damage it some. So I can figure out how to use my items. This would probably be a good time to launch a bomb or something. There we go. Okay, it's Y. Ouch. That was a big laser. I am about to die. These controls are so confusing. Okay, I think we got it. I just have only one shield point left. That's probably a problem. Your shields are recharged at your mothership. Well, I think we still have all of Miu's health. So I guess we can go use her first. Let's go attack Meteor. And Leon of Star Wolf Wing is now here. Star Wolf? Captain Wolf has ordered me to crush you. Okay, so Break is on that side. Out. Dang it. I'm already at half health. At. Less than half health. It's very confusing. Okay. He still got half health. What does that do? That shield? A shield, okay, that's cool. Has some skills, but I will not lose. I can see that. Come on. Missile headed for Corneria. Can't do anything about that. I'm having trouble fighting Leon. Almost got him though. There we go. Captain Wolf is gonna have to come deal with you. Okay, well we defeated, I don't even think that counts as a mini-boss. We do have missiles incoming. Battle carrier is on to Corneria. Prepare the planet cannon. Oh boy. Well, we need to heal really bad. You're just gonna have to shoot down those, things, Oh, we can travel to those other planets. I think we need to be at Corneria still. So we can intercept these missiles. Pigma of Star Wolfwing, behold my talent. Ross paid me well, this will be one easy job. They're working for Andros. How dare they? A pig, yep. It's not the pig, though. Oh, it is. Right, Pigma. More missiles headed for Corneria? I'm sorry, I can't do anything about that. Oh, they have the charge shot in this one. I didn't know that was a thing. Doesn't lock on, though. That's convenient. So I can't aim. Unbelievable, I must be getting old or something. Nice. That's 6 extra seconds on the clock. Okay, switch back to Fox, who has full health. Okay, so we go destroy the carrier. Try to destroy it before it shoots the planet killer laser. You can see it charging up right there. We shoot it from the surface. Kinda hard to aim. I guess we're going in. think this section will be faster in our wing form. There we go. There we go. Alright, does that prevent Corneria from getting lasered? Hopefully. I don't know if we were too late or not. Good show, now we can expect fewer attacks. That's so much faster than the pig, yeah. Yeah, clearly dogfighting is not my strong suit. Okay, well, Corneria is still undamaged, so that's a good sign. We've got some fighter wings and a missile. Should I take out the fighters and then head back for the missile? I mean, dogfighter, you're fighting a pig. Good question. If we were playing as the dog character, then I guess it would be dogfighting, wouldn't it? If we're playing as Faye. Ouch. This guy's got a lot of health, apparently. Ouch. There we go. 2.7 seconds. Pig struggle doesn't sound as cool as dogfight. That is true. Okay, well that missile is getting awfully close. Stop. There we go. It's a paired missile. Interesting. Oh, I went too fast. There we go. Missiles are easy, at least, but they're a problem if you ignore them. Okay, now can we intercept these guys? Few targets left. One's right on top of me. Right behind me. They're escaping. Trying. There we go. Fighter's destroyed. And is that shooting at something else? I guess it's just a charged up defense satellite. Okay, I'm gonna probably forward to backtrack and heal, so there's no missiles coming. And the carriers are gone. Oh, and now we can sneak up behind them and warp over there. Then come attack Meteor. There we go. Sneaky, sneaky. Switch unknown. Entrance. I tell you how to control walking craft. Oh, Eleanor than our rotate. That's confusing. Oh, and we can sprint. Good to know. Does that heal us? Like to jump. Alright, yeah. We knew that. And up and down still aim. I know they walk back and forth. Can I aim down? No, I can step on that. I see. Now it's open. This is so funky. I'd love this to have more modern controls. This is very sensitive. Okay, now we're inside the base. I want to go through that opening, probably. That door. I can't. Okay, does it just automatically aim up and down? I think that's what it's doing. Door open yet? No. Is that a button? Is that what that is? That's a button? Okay, that's how we open the door. Interesting. So there's enemies that when defeated drop as a button. It's like a full-on little mini dungeon in here. Give me smooth sidestepping.
Special weapon.
Special weapon. Music changed. I mean, boss fight? Yes. Oh, jeez. There's a lot of lag. There we go. Okay, base destroyed. Cool. Only took 5.5 seconds, apparently. So like less time in the pay, yep. That base wasn't too tough. Sir Fox, you mangy cur, how dare you challenge me again? Oh, you know. Can I attack the missile itself? There we go. I guess this is when I would want to switch to the faster character, probably. Oh well. Fox is still plenty fast enough. 0.8 seconds. Not bad at all. 0.8. I don't know what those are. It's not really seconds, nor is it minutes. It's some weird in-between value. 0.8 battle time. Target 3 switches. In-game minutes or something, yeah. Something like that. The target. Top of the poorly rendered hill. Look at that UV mapping. Not happy. Feet are moving. Running for it. Okay, let's step on the button. There you go. Now I can go into the base. This is so interesting. I'm considering the previous game with the same engine, the same technical limitations, same chip, had so much less gameplay going on. Frankly, this is a more interesting game than Star Fox 64. I should have finished this. Imagine if this had been one of the last great games released on the Super Nintendo. Where is that? Can I grab that? I can't even see it. Alright, I think I got the weapon upgrade. There we go. Ominous music again. I just keep flanking. There we go. Base destroyed. Dun 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 dun. All done. Missile attacks from the planet have ended. Oh, we warped the ship over there entirely. That makes sense. Rasan, you must neutralize Andros once and for all. Hear me, Star Fox. I, Star Wolf, will defeat you now. Oh man, he ambushed us. Rude. Worthless cowards, you act tough, but I'll destroy you. Never deceived you, I am the best pilot in Lylat. Wait, what? Who did Pepper say was the best pilot? Really not himself. Everyone knows that he's not the best. Who is Pepper? Sergeant Pepper. There's absolutely a reference to the song. I actually think it's General Pepper in this one. Commander of Lylat's Corneria's forces. My opponent's always evaporated into space dust. And you're doing a pretty good job of that so far. Ouch. Large meteors. Yeah, this would be infinitely better with analog controls. Press Star Fox, you're talented. Today I lose, but tomorrow I shall crush you. And he does escape. Doesn't die. 98 seconds for battle time. Alright, you pathetic fools are completely worthless. Oh, we just warped straight there, cool. Do you give us a full heal as part of that? Wag! Let's go, Star Fox. Taking out enemy fighters in a cutscene. Okay. Well, this is the last planet, so am I in any rush now? I'm on fire. That's a problem. Take burn damage. Oh geez, I gotta turn. We're not on rails. The camera's not centered. Just play over there. Ouch. Switch back to on foot so I don't slam into things. I get hit by the spinning door. That healed us, I think. Nice. On-foot invasion of Venom. As difficult as this is to control, it's at least easier to control than the other one was. That's a heal. Oh, interesting. We got a heart. I assume that's just like a healing item. And where is the target? It doesn't say. I think we already got Max Blaster. Yeah. Oh, there's a mini-map. I didn't even notice that. You can actually see the base layout up there. There's so much going on, honestly. I haven't fully wrapped my head around all the UI elements on here. Maybe that wasn't one of Nintendo's complaints. Maybe this is too complicated. Are we back this way? Yep, that looks like a boss. Not bad at all, Star Fox. Do. And I'm just tapping the shoulder buttons, and you see how much it pans over. Sandros Cube again. Now what? Did we kill him? No, he's escaping. And of course, we gotta face him in the R-Wing. Gosh. Your existence... Impressive, but your existence ends here. I'll put you to rest. Don't worry, it'll be quick. That's new. So I got the two-eye looking thing. A little less, polygonal looking. Oh. Okay, yeah, so it is a heal. Whoa. That's a lot of damage. Ah! And if you're out to dodge that, it does a lot of damage. Okay, there we go, outer shell destroyed. We destroyed the box. Kaboom. Nice. Oh. We've been hit. Boom! Oh no. Good job, that was a nail biter. It's alright, you just gotta believe. You gotta believe. Good work, Star Fox. It was a team effort. Was it though? I wish they had subtitles for those. Oh well. The Great Fox. That's the prototype version of it. And was that it? Was that Star Fox 2? Security cross-check. Access granted. Yeah, okay. There's the credits. Instead of admitting they couldn't actually do voices. They sort of had voices, actually. They're really quiet and hard to make out because they were really low quality, but they did have extra voice recordings there. But yeah. And then in every subsequent game, they switched to the garbled animal speech for all dialogue. Probably works better, honestly. So yeah, so fun fact, Star Fox Command is actually heavily based on this game. It has the overworld map and the missile shoot downs and all that. But it's much better to control. No, that's the DS one. You had to use the stylus to fly the R-Wing, which is actually not terrible. I think a mouse cursor would actually be a good control scheme for this type of game. Over a control stick. Kinda want to prototype one. I should just sit down and do that. Yeah. And use mouse movement so you can have some really precise cursor placement. And then just the rate at which you swing the mouse around controls your turn rate. I'll have to do some prototyping. One of the reasons why I wanted to do a Star Fox Marathon is because I've been thinking about it would be fun to do like a low poly game like this, a 3D shoot 'em up. Alright, oh, we actually get like a whole ranking system. Time was limit 100, we went over that. Yeah, that's better than I expected, honestly. I guess we did have we didn't die, and Cornelia didn't take any damage, so I guess that was useful. First try, it seemed pretty good, yeah. And we only have 3 letters, so do Lua. You shoot the letters, that's cute. Someone had fun programming that. Cool. That was Star Fox 1 and 2. This cutscene's so dramatic. Kinda cool. Yeah, it'd be fun to do a game in this style, but 60 FPS, no pixelation, mouse controls. It's all like the super polygonal ships and everything. One thing you'll notice with the ships flying around is there is no real-time lighting. The polygons are just shaded different shades of gray or other colors ahead of time. Star Fox 2. I got Andross's eye there. Cool. Well, I think that's a good stopping point. We'll have Star Fox 64 for next time then. But I might come back to this later. Play it some more, it was fun. That is technically Star Fox 2 completed. I need to update the game list down there. Completed, Star Fox, and Star Fox 2. Which means Star Fox 64 is up next. After that, we got Adventures, Assault, Command, Zero, and Guard. Nice. After this marathon, we're gonna have to do a new line for that marathon list. That's fun. The games one day will be done in no time. Yeah, earlier games are just a lot shorter. Star Fox 64 will take a little bit longer. And then Adventures will definitely take quite a bit longer. That's an actual game. But cool. Yeah, that was fun. It's definitely getting me fired up to go prototype some stuff. Alright. Yeah, let's just call it there. No, we didn't go super long today, and unfortunately I will not be able to stream tomorrow. I've got family friend thing that came up. And then next weekend, I don't think I'll be streaming at all. I have a bachelor party that I need to attend. It's apparently just going to be the whole weekend. It's honestly going to be kind of miserable, but I'll survive. It's for a family member. So it would be very rude of me to not attend. So I'll post the Discord when I'm back, but should be not next weekend, but the weekend after. I should be back for both streams. I don't think I have anything else going on that weekend yet. So yeah, hope to see y'all then. A great next 2 weeks. As usual, I don't have anyone to raid. Why would I? I don't think friends. That's not what I do. Do any of my actual friends stream much at all? I'll do a no-show raid. Why not? Cool. Thanks for being here, Yahazu, and Lowell, and Carrick, and anyone else who's lurking. Appreciate you all. Thanks for stopping by. So, no stream tomorrow, no stream next weekend. Streams will resume after that with Star Fox 64. And possibly Blueprints. That'll be exciting. So, I'll see y'all then. Bye-bye.